A world without potatoes would be a world without Idaho Steel. From its humble beginnings in 1918 as a small sheet metal shop located in downtown Idaho Falls, to its powerhouse status known around the world today, Idaho Steel did not become the leader in potato processing equipment overnight. Back in the early days, the fresh potato industry reigned supreme as families prepared raw potatoes from scratch at home. World War II spurred the changes to this way of life and cultivated demand for low-cost foods that could be stored and shipped easily to America's military fighting overseas.
Drum drying of potatoes was developed by actually a team of people that the U.S. government kind of sponsored. One of those guys is Miles Willard, who eventually got a patent for the process.
The dehydration process involved using cooked mashed potatoes applied to heated rolls in paper-like sheets of mash that was then dried to produce flakes. With success, an industry was born. These early pioneers of the potato processing industry were smart farm kids with an agricultural background. Much of this development began under the watchful eye of Don Lortz.
I grew to love the man. I thought he was a wonderful boss. One of the things that impressed me is every morning he would go out and talk to every person in the shop. One day, Lynn Bradshaw came in the office and he was sitting at the counter. He told Lynn, he says, "Why don't you buy this dang business?" He says, I'm getting old, I need somebody else to take over the business.
I would say that all of the employees thought that that was a good idea. I had the technical background to make the company more innovative than it had been in the past. The craftsmanship that was already with this business was superb. There was no place in the world that I know of that you could get better quality stainless steel food processing equipment than right here in Idaho Falls at Idaho Steel.
Lynn's experience in the flake industry allowed him, in conjunction with Idaho Supreme Potatoes, to develop the only all-stainless steel drum dryer in the world in 1993.
It's gotten bigger, and bigger is better. You make more money when you have larger lines and less manpower per pound of product.
Lynn's sons, DeLynn and Alan, along with son-in-law Davis Christensen, eventually joined the business, and each brought a level of expertise that created a cohesive synergy with the company. Their first foray into the international world started with a business meeting in New York City.
The three farm boys from Idaho Steel, we bought suits, we bought ties, sport coats, they weren't suits. And we hopped on a plane, flew to New York. We ended up at Chase Manhattan Bank, high up in a tower somewhere at a great big conference table, and the three of us talking about potatoes.
Together, they later bought Idaho Steel from Lynn in 2008. At this point, it had been 90 years since Don's family had first founded the company, and nearly 20 years since Lynn had taken over.
A result of hard work and persistence and luck. You know, it all plays into it. I am grateful for this company every day of my life. I'm lucky to be here. I'm lucky to be part of it. And we want to carry that feeling of gratitude forward. I mean, we don't take for granted that people make their living working at our company. We work here too, and we want to continue to provide a good place for people to live in Idaho, to make a good living, to enjoy skiing and fishing and all the cool things we get to do here, along with being proud of where they work, being proud of the company they work for. And if our family carries that attitude forward, you know, this gratitude, then you've done the right thing.